Hello. Okay. I just fixed my hair. How y'all doing? If you're good, that's great. If not, okay. All right. Here on my YouTube channel, I just love. If you noticed why I have been making videos, I'm not doing this for viewers. I don't know. There's something about making videos. Aside from, doing being active on social media, I also love to write. I love to write not a novel, but I also love a few poems, a few thoughts that come up in my mind, and I find it interesting. And oh, that's a good one. I wrote it down on my journal. So I'm not making this. I'm not doing this for to be famous or anything. But I treat my channel like my personal online diary. Yeah. So if you find my video cringy, that's okay. If you find it boring or dull, that's okay. Just don't watch it. But if you find it cool, so yeah, it's free to hit the like button. Okay. So right now I have a few questions here. I'm going to share these questions later on. Maybe this will help if you're a teacher or you are, you know, handling youth groups or anything. These questions are very good, in very good in making people speak, making shy people speak, making, getting to know that kind of person. So the first and of course I'm doing this because I'm gonna answer those questions. Me, I found out that I am an ISFJ personality. So what, like the title would be ISFJ's perspective in those things. Okay, the first question was like this. What has been your biggest celebrity fangirl moment? Okay, the first celebrity that I met personally was Stephen Speaks. Oh, it was crazy, 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 crazy. We arrived home at very late at night. It was such amazing, very memorable because we never expected that we're going to meet him or talk to him. We 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 went to his concert free, by the way, just to see him sing in live. But we never planned to go on stage, meet him, talk to him, having some pictures, having some photographs. So that was, and he was like, oh, it's so amazing if you can see an artist, in person. So that was the biggest celebrity fan moment I've ever had. So second question is, what do you do to keep your energy up during the day or evening or at work? For me, having my own time, devotional, reading my Bible, praying or meditation, just thanking God about that day, that keep my energy on that day. I would be very upset if I don't have my me time in a week or in a day. So, what's the best advice you've received? The best advice that I've received is, okay, it's kind of hard because growing up, I'm exposed to different people, different wisdoms or information in church or on school. I'm surrounded with amazing people so far. Maybe the best one is from my parents. You cannot the true a true bright person is asking questions and having this risk to learn or to know such information. So, what is the anthem to your life? So, this talks about music or a theme or a sound score. There's so much good songs so far, Christian songs, religious songs, encouragement, contemporary. There's so much. But I would say Wake Up. Yeah, by Arcade Fire. I recommend that song. It's very nice. The mood is perfect for traveling, road trips. It's so good. Wake Up by Arcade Fire. Do you have any tattoos? I don't have any tattoos, but I love to have my own tattoo here. So, what advice would you give to people struggling with body confidence? Okay, speaking about body confidence, I've learned this from Florence Pugh, such an amazing actress. Um, every all of us are unique. Individually, we are unique. We are beautiful in our own way. We have flaws in our own way. Don't underestimate those flaws. Don't feel bad about those flaws because those flaws is you're the only one who had that kind of flaws. Other people they don't have to. They hate something in them and in other people your flaws is, oh, that's pretty, so take it as, it's an advantage or an asset. So we are individually unique. Don't feel bad about yourself. Just be healthy, be confident, uh study yourself physically, study what angle that you're good at, what pictures that you're good at, what colors that you're good at. Just be healthy. Yeah, that's it. And what advice would you give to your younger self? Hmm. What advice that I would give to my younger self? That would be, oh God, girl, just please don't wear lipstick at night. Please don't. Okay. What advice would you give to people? Okay, this I love to give you some advice to people is, if you're struggling right now, don't. We have hope, and Jesus is our hope. Just keep going. Don't let the road out. Don't let go. Don't let go on the rope. Don't. Don't end your life. Don't let go on the rope. Keep going because we are living in these days are getting crazier, and maybe if you're maybe you are the hope of your family, of your friends. Don't give up. Just keep going because our reward from God is waiting on us. That's it. I have a lot of things to advise to you, but I think that's the you know essential thing that people should know these days. Okay, what's your favorite emoji? Gosh, emojis are cute. I don't give up to them on emojis, like, they're just part of the face, part of the internet, but I just thought that they're so cute. I have a usually I use the heart emoji, one of my favorite, heart, the red heart. I don't give a shit to other heart colors or anything, to purple, green, no. For me, the heart, the red one. I also found in The third, you know, the boo that smiles. Mushrooms, watermelons emoji, so cute. And a zombie, so cute. All right. Do you have any bad habits? Maybe staying up late. That's it. Okay. Last one is, what's your favorite thing to cook? I love to make salad. Uh yeah, salad. Salad. Uh, okay, now we are on set two. Set another set of questions. So I just changed my angle because really these questions are a really good one. I found it to this website called psycho.com. So these questions is designed for each personality. So just like what I've mentioned before, I am an ISFJ. And let's see if what's my perspective about this question. So here we go. The first one is, what's important to you and why? Okay, important for me is having true happiness. That's it. True happiness, peace, joy, God's presence, of course, because we can be happy in a wrong way. We can be happy, of course, in a short time. You know, we can fake a smile, we can fake a status, we can fake our lives, a lifestyle. But the most important thing is true happiness, joy, peace, and also God's. Because without God, everything will just useless. Okay. Second two, second two, second question is, how do you relate to yourself and how would you describe to yourself? These types of this is the kind of question that I find really difficult. It's simple. Yeah, it's just like just give me an adjective. But it's kind of difficult because I don't want to say a certain description because I don't want people might think that, oh, you're actually not. You're actually the opposite, you know? I don't know. Only people know, you know what I mean. How do you relate to yourself? Maybe I love to talk. I'm a talker. I'm a talker. That's it. It's not a good question. So how do you have fun? I love to write, writing, writing. That's it. Just writing, watching movies, having alone time, and that's basically hanging with friends, but maybe talking to them, you know, giving some words, changing some ideas. That's it. Okay, how do you know you did something well? And how did you know you did something poorly? How did I know that I something well if I made someone, the people that surround me, if I made them happy, if I made them satisfied, that's it. If I'm being beneficial to them. How did I know that I did something poorly if I hurt someone? If I hurt other people? If I'm not beneficial to them at that time? If I'm just wasting their time, like, oh, you're just wasting my time. You know, I don't want that. I don't want that. Okay. Who do you look up to and why? There are a lot of people that I look up to. Celebrities, my family, my friends. Maybe I don't want to sound churchy, but I can't pretend what's in my heart. I think God, Jesus. And you know why. How do you measure success? happiness, joyfulness, peace, godliness. That's it. It's not about financial or status because, you know, it's not that. True success is in here and in here, not in here, not in here. Yeah, it's part of it. Status is luxury is part of your uh what do you call this? Improvement in physical. But we can be luxurious, we can be rich, but how it's not true success if we're depressed, right? So true happiness, that's it. Next question is, what things do you have little or no interest in and why? What things do you have little or no interest in and why? Uh, Expensive things, you know, the the latest model of a phone. I'm not into material things. Okay, if you could change one societal law, what would it be? I answered this question previous one and I have a lot of thoughts that bubbling in my mind. But I would say education. Education should, especially in our country, it the head of education should change their focus because their their focus they said that they're focused more on the kids or on the students, but their effort they give it more to the teachers. So less paperwork and more teaching, more lessons, topics, ideas for the students, right? Just change. We have to change our education. I don't want to, I don't hate the education or teachers or whatever or certain groups, but we can't deny that we lack something in education. I know because my mom is a teacher and I'm a teacher, so yeah. What things do you wish you had known or learned sooner? Mm, the, you know, beauty, I guess, skincare, or some girly tips, girly hacks, and be, studying because I was such a bad kid when I was little. Not bad, but bad in school. I don't read, I don't study, I don't do this, explore. I should know that studying is very important. Okay, what's a problem you see in the society? People nowadays are so close-minded, toxic. They're not they don't look at they just look at here and here. I don't say all, but most or some people nowadays, they're immatures. Minor things that annoy me is when someone had if they don't use common sense or they don't understand a particular thing. Especially on social media, I really annoy it every time when, for example, there's an issue and they they reacted first before knowing what really happened. I find it very annoying. Like, giving their opinion all out, but they don't know what happened, especially if they're rooting to the wrong team. I find it annoying. And yeah, major things that annoys me is when someone yells at me or raising their voice on me. Sorry, I find it annoying too. And when someone isn't not good use how to use sarcasm, I find it annoying. When they thought they sound funny or smart because they're being sarcastic, but actually not. No, I find it annoying. Okay. What's something you like to improve about yourself? I should learn. I should improve my math and cooking and cleaning. What do you like about yourself? I like myself how what I am now. You know, observing, judging things, understanding, understanding what I see and what I know, or what I thought, understanding before pushing my own beliefs to that certain thing. That's what I like about myself. I don't want to sound bossy or mean because of this is how you should do, this is how you should be. No, I understand every group, every community. I can share my own without condemning them, right? Love, love. Okay. What do you look for in a relationship and why? Aside from the physical, I understanding, being open, being godly. That's it. What being simple, being content. That's it. Okay, next one is what do you want to be known for? Oh my goodness, I want to be known for. I don't want to say that I don't want to feel that being a hero because I don't people to talk a lot about me, like all the credits about me because too much creditation can lead to no. We should every opinion about us, it could be positive. We should also be open. We should always expect that there always be negative. That's the reason why I don't want attention too much because too much attention can prone to bashing or unpopular negative opinion about you. So that's why I love to low key myself or or having a low profile moment because you're not prone to criticism because if you have all the attention you're prone to criticism. So okay, I'm not answering the question. My answer for that question is I want people to remember me or to know me that I'm alive. I am you know helpful to them. That's it. Is there anything else you'd like people to know about you? My common expression for me because I have a bitch face, I have a poker face, I'm serious. They should know that I'm a little wild and naughty. Okay. All right, that's it. Good.